So here I am in a Diamond Star executing the missed approach at Santa Barbara, and I'd like to proceed to my alternate. Santa Barbara approach, Diamond Star 8280 Delta just went missed approach, 1000 climbing 4000. We'd like to change our destination to Lompoc, and the new alternate is going to be Santa Maria in the event of lost comm.
Diamond Star 8280 Delta, Santa Barbara departure, radar contact, climb maintain 4000 and proceed to Galette and hold.
How do you continue to hold while setting up for the next approach? Welcome to Real World IFR. So let's get the scenario established by entering the hold at Galette. And the nice thing is, as I enter the hold at Galette, the Garmin G1000 gives me this beautiful parallel entry. We'll jump ahead just to show you that I'm now established in the published holding pattern. And I want you to see what happens now when I go to load the alternate via the procedure button. So we jump ahead. I'm on my outbound leg in the hold at Galette. I'm going to come on over. I'm going to push the procedure button. I'm going to choose select approach, press enter. I'm going to simply move up to the airport name at the top there and change it from Santa Barbara to my alternate, which in this case is going to be Lompoc. I'll choose the transition of Gaviota. I'll scroll on down. And notice when I get to the bottom here, it only gives me the option to activate the approach. I'll press enter. I'll acknowledge the advisory message. And I am now exiting the hold and proceeding direct to my transition, which is Gaviota. At this point, air traffic control is going to call you on the radio, and trust me, they're not going to be happy with you. One way you can solve this problem is to preload an approach into another flight plan and have it ready to activate. So pro tip number 1 is set up the alternate airport in Flight Plan 3 or Flight Plan 4. Let's take a look at that. So for using Flight Plan 3, we're simply going to go on over to the catalog by using the changer knob. We'll turn the cursor on. We'll scroll down to Flight Plan 3, which I've labeled Alternate 1. I'm going to press enter, and it's going to give me the option to activate or edit. Well, in this case, I want to edit. Now, you can see in here, I've already got an approach in here from my last time I used it for an alternate. That's the Llano, Texas GPS runway 35. So all I need to do here to change it is make sure that I don't use the procedure button. To put the alternate approach in, what I'm going to do is come on down and use the load approach soft key. Now what I'm going to do is just turn the cursor off or hit the clear button, and I'll simply scroll up to the top, change the name from Llano, Texas, which is AQO, to my alternate, which is LPC, Lompoc. Then I'll press enter, come on down, choose the transition of Gaviota, and notice the G1000 only gives me the option to load. That's because I'm loading my en route alternate in a flight plan contained in the catalog. Now I'll just simply press enter, and there it is. Flight Plan 3 Alternate 1 contains my en route alternate of Lompoc. I've got the VOR DME Alpha, and I can review all my waypoints right here. All I simply have to do is turn my cursor off. I'm back in the catalog, turn the cursor off again, and look, folks, I am still in the published holding pattern at Galette. As we jump ahead, when it's time for me to actually exit the hold and proceed to my alternate, all I have to do is come on over to the flight plan catalog, turn the cursor on. I'm going to highlight Flight Plan 3, and I'm just going to go on down to the soft key that's labeled active. I'll press it. It says, do you wish to activate the stored flight plan? I press enter to acknowledge it. And bingo, I'm now proceeding to my en route alternate to shoot the VOR DME Alpha at Lompoc. Executing published missed, proceeding to the hold, and then diverting to your alternate is a ton of work and one of the great challenges of flying real-world IFR. Most pilots assume that they won't get holding, but when the system is busy, you do get holding. Your practice needs to include the entire sequence.